David Knowles, the talented journalist renowned for his work on the Telegraph's acclaimed podcast, Ukraine, the latest, has tragically passed away at the age of 32. Knowles, who had become a significant figure in journalism through his insightful reporting on the Ukraine conflict, died in Gibraltar on Sunday, with a suspected cardiac arrest reported as the cause. Joining the Telegraph in 2020, Knowles initially made his mark as the deputy head of social media before transitioning to a leading role as head of social media. His profound commitment to journalism became especially evident with the outbreak of the Ukraine war in February 2022. He launched Ukraine, the latest, a podcast that began as a Twitter space and rapidly evolved into a daily broadcast. The podcast, under his stewardship, garnered widespread acclaim, including winning the Best News Podcast Award at the Publisher Podcast Awards this year. David Knowles' father, Peter Knowles, shared heartfelt reflections on his son's dedication, saying, "David's commitment to journalism was intense. He was never more proud than when he finally shrugged off a management job title and regained a title with the word, journalist, in it." He further highlighted David's engagement with the Ukraine conflict, noting his extensive trips to the country and his constant planning for future coverage. Knowles was known for his passion and expertise in delivering compelling and thorough stories. His podcast provided an intimate look at the realities of the war in Ukraine, with episodes reflecting his on-the-ground experiences and interactions with those affected by the conflict. His voice became a familiar and trusted one for listeners seeking to understand the complexities of the war. Chris Evans, editor of The Telegraph, expressed deep sorrow at Knowles' passing, acknowledging his significant contributions to the success of the Ukraine podcast and his leadership in the social media team. Evans described Knowles as a talented and popular journalist, and his loss is deeply felt by colleagues in the broader journalistic community. Knowles' work extended beyond the podcast, as he and his team took their insights on tour, speaking at various prominent events including the US Embassy in London and the Chalk History Festival. His ability to connect with audiences and his commitment to shedding light on critical global issues set him apart in the field of journalism. The tributes pouring in from colleagues, friends, and listeners paint a picture of a dedicated journalist and a kind individual who made a profound impact through his work and personal connections. His passing is a significant loss to the field of journalism, and his contributions will be remembered and valued by all who had the opportunity to work with him or engage with his reporting. David Knowles' legacy lives on through the powerful stories he told and the mark he left on the journalism community. He will be deeply missed by those who knew him and those who were touched by his work. Stay subscribed for more videos.